Buenos dias and buenos noches if it's nighttime, and that's about the limit of my Spanish, uh, except for dos cervezas por favor. But anyway, my name's Mike. Welcome back, and today I got a fun little video where we are checking out chicks that are doing selfies. No, I say that, but it's funny. I didn't even notice that till watching the video back right now. Anyhow, this is from a recent trip out to Dominican Republic stayed at a resort called Ocean El Faro, and that resort was pretty good. I'm going to do a little review video on that shit later on. But for now, I wanted to talk about the Forbidden Island. And why is it the Forbidden Island? Because I said so. I came up with that. That's what I trademarked. That's the name of it. It is the Forbidden Island. But I'll tell you what happens. When you're at the resort, they got a nice beach there. It's actually quite nice. But you can see this little island out in the distance, and it's like, 1.8 or something kilometers or 2 kilometers or whatever away. And it's always windy there. So I was like, but pretty minimal risk flying in the wind because, like with the drone, because the wind is coming towards you. So I was willing to, to do it. And speaking of the drone, this is a DJI Mini 2. You can see here, I think I clicked her into sport mode and decided to gun it. Anyhow, so you see this little island, and I sit there wondering, like, what does it look like? What is it? Is it rocks? Is it the base of a lighthouse? It's very mysterious. And I don't think I found any research. I did try to look briefly to see if I could find anything about it, like online. Um, and nothing immediately came up, so I don't really know much about it. My guess is that this is a previously undiscovered island, and me, like Christopher Columbus or some shit, discovered it, which is why it's called Forbidden Island, because I have those naming rights. But anyway, we're going to work our way over there and check it out. But in the meantime, I wanted to tell you a little story about the dude down the beach. So kind of the way if we were facing back towards the beach, if you could keep going right from our resort past another resort, whatever, there's a dude on the beach selling shit. One of those high pressure sales tactics. Nice young guy though, but anyway, I'm like, dude, I didn't bring any money. I was not planning on going shopping, walking down the beach. It's all at in my room. And he's like, oh, no, 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 no. I'll set it aside. I'll set it aside. And anyway, so my son was looking at ass pipe, like it's smoking pot, and it's like a little Rastafari bent over, and you smoke through the asshole. Kind of cool. I wish I had a picture, but I'm sure you could Google it and find it. So he was looking at that and like a bottle opener, just a pretty generic souvenir shop bottle opener, and a couple of like these little necklaces, these little bead necklaces I sell, and a bottle of Mama Juana. And the guy wanted $75 US for all that. The problem was, like, realistically, it was $30 worth of shit at best. But anyway, I didn't have money on me. So then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to come for Mama Juana. Don't worry about it. I'll come back and buy a bottle of Mama Juana off you anyway. And he like put a necklace on my son and me, and he's like, oh yeah, I trust you, come back, you're gonna come back, whatever. And I was like, no, 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 it's okay. And he's like, no, my friend, just whatever. Anyway, he kept insisting that we didn't hand him the shit back. I wanted to hand the shit back. He wouldn't take it back. Anyway, so he cracks open a bottle of Mama Juana and starts doing shots with us. And we make it back to the resort, and I had full intentions on going back, but my hands swole up. Like, I got, pretty long fingers. That's not all. And anyway, it got all swole up. My hands were so puffy and shit like that. So, I never went back and paid the guy. So part of me feels bad, but at the same time, this dude sits there scamming tourists all day long, so it is what it is. And I told him repeatedly no and tried to give the shit back, and he just wouldn't take it. Anyway, so that's my little story. Call me an asshole if you want. It is what it is. Tell me what you would have done in the comments. Would you have thrown the stuff at him? Would you gone back and paid him? Or once your hands swole up from drinking some beach alcohol, would you have been like, fuck that guy? Anyway, so we are approaching the Forbidden Island now, which is pretty sick. I'll tell you what though, actually, once I got back and like reviewed the footage on my laptop and I could really get a good look at it, I had a decent look at it on my phone while I'm filming, but you got reflection from the sun and shit. But anyway, just like you guys are watching it now, if you've got, a good view of it, you will see that this does not actually look like the kind of island you want to go and take a vacation on. Like this looks to me like some shit that like is going to cut you up. Um, but I couldn't help but wonder how many people actually have made it to this island, and if they made it here, like how do you get on it? Like it's always wavy and always windy every day we were here. Well, we were only there for a week, but I mean, if you look at those waves pounding into that and you picture trying to climb up onto that shit. um Anyway, so I've only watched this on my laptop so far, which is not a huge screen. So I'm looking forward to watching this back on like my whatever I got 75-inch or whatever the hell the TV is, um, to get a better look at the island. I was trying to see like if anyone left anything there. Is there a placard? Remember, I said I thought it was maybe a lighthouse or something, but then when I looked at it, it looks more natural. It looks like lava rock or some shit. So I'm gonna guess that it's not the base of a lighthouse like I was hoping. Um, what would have been cool though is imagine being able to drop something from the drone, like with a little tag that said like, Mike was here or some shit, and like on a weight, and then drop it right in the middle so that it would hopefully sink into one of these holes. Okay, so here I am. I zoomed in with the zoom button on the drone, and kind of gives us a little bit better look. Kind of looks like maybe some shit like on the surface of Mars or something too. Um, but I think lava rock. I'm not actually sure. I don't know what the volcano status is in Dominican Republic, but further down the beach when we walked to the abandoned resort, we were walking over what appeared to all be lava rock too. So, which by the way, if you haven't seen that video, that's pretty cool. You should check that one out. There's a big abandoned resort, whatever it was, I don't remember now, like 7 kilometers or whatever from El Faro, walking down the beach. And anyway, I flew my drone over there after meeting the security guard with the shotgun that wouldn't let us in. And go ahead, check it out if you want. So you can see we're heading back towards the resort. Like I said, I'm going to do a little review on the resort, which was a decent resort. I got some good, I got some bad to report on it. They do have a big lighthouse there, which you can probably see in the center of the screen there. And you can actually walk up onto that lighthouse and like walk up it or whatever and look around, which is kind of cool. And yeah, it's a beautiful place. And spoiler alert, even though I'm doing my review, I'll tell you that none of the issues that I will talk about in a future video would discourage me from going back. So I'm going to give them an official at least 1.5 thumbs up. So if you get a good deal, then I would say definitely hit them up and go. So also when we come back here, there's gonna be a little bonus footage on the way back where I'm gonna fly a little bit over like some undeveloped land. Um, it seems they have a lot of like locals that just come and they like hang out in like undeveloped land. And I found this like between over here on this side of the resort and then like on the other side of the resort is kind of more undeveloped land, and you'll see like clusters of like garbage and stuff like that where people like just I don't know, it's like they stop and set up camp like they're playing a game of Red Dead Redemption or something. um and this is a public access beach right here. Oh, the bikini chicks are gone, so sorry about that. um yeah, anyway, so I just having a look here. I'm sitting under a tree right there on the left. And yeah, so here where I just wanted to do like a little bonus fly around, and you'll see, yeah, there's like the locals motorcycles and shit like that, ripping through the palm trees. But yeah, it was a good time, and I'm glad that I flew my drone out to Forbidden Island. And Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's all I got to say about that. I am going to do my review video, and then I also got a little bit of footage flying around like a little village and shit. Also, that bird just tried to molest me while I was flying in the air there, so scram, buddy. Um, Hopefully you guys enjoyed listening to my bullshit, and you enjoyed checking out the island, and we will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.